Twitter is at FPLoger64. I'm trying to get through this really fast because there's a lot of things I have to say because a lot of people are here. Luke's here.
Good day, everybody.
Robbie's here. Mason's here.
Traps are gay.
Yes, traps are gay. And for the longest time and forever, Josh is here too. So I'll give him a round of applause.
Homie. I ain't no Josh, I'm the Mark Davis.
Oh, shut the hell up, Josh.
No.
How it be, homie?
I literally just tweeted a link to my Twitter on the Free Future Bus Twitter because I was trying to tweet out the podcast.
And you were saying at FPLoger64, so you actually accidentally hit FPLoger64.
No, apparently the thing on my clipboard was a link to my Twitter. And it was supposed to be. Okay, so I guess something that needs to be addressed or cleared up or whatever the case may be is about like why there hasn't been a Free Speaker Bus in a while, and that is simply because I've been pretty busy. There hasn't been one last week, but there was one the week before. Then the week before that, I don't think there was one, and the one before, so it's been sort of on and off. I just want to say that for the longest time, me and Luke have been trying to figure out.
And we will not repeat this anymore. Every week from now on, we will have a podcast, no matter what. No matter, You'll put blood, sweat, and tears in this from now on.
Blood, sweat, and tears. Me and Luke for the longest time have been trying to, well, mostly me, because it's not really Luke's end, but it's on me. I've been trying to figure out how to be able to do one twice a week. Pretty soon here, that should be happening, but just not right now. So I just want to. I just want to apologize. I just feel really bad, but no. So.
Oh, don't worry. We never filmed the suicide victims. I'm pretty sure we're okay.
Okay. Well, the thing is with Logan Paul, which is he's a complete a-hole.
No, stop.
Stop. I need to say something. I need to say this. He's a complete asshole, right? I don't think he needs to be banned though.
And show your schedule there.
The people who are mad at him are just mad at him for anything. Like, he's not entertaining, but he's not doing that much wrong. But I think that's the last we're gonna talk about the Paul brothers on this. I think
for a long time, hopefully for a long time.
No,
because you know they're gonna do something else sooner or later. You just know it.
Say this. They don't deserve to get their channels taken off because Filthy Frank did stupid stuff with dead animals too.
Filthy Frank did way worse than the Paul brothers, except the only difference is Filthy Frank's entertaining and funny.
And Filthy Frank got demonetized for everything, whereas the Paul brothers get monetization while not any. It took
I just can't stand the complete hate mob towards them. It's just so unjustified.
It is.
It's just
I think
stupid. Like, yeah,
I think
no one likes them, but why do you need to hate them?
I don't hate them.
Thank you. Anyways, so
are we gonna get into the heat of the topic, or
yes? I was trying to rush through that as best as I could. So I'm not very good at this. I don't know. Maybe Luke is about what happened in Florida.
Somewhat.
I want to address it as nicely as possible. I don't think that's not something I'm capable of. I'm not very. I'm not very good at being solemn. Well, I asked.
Rest in peace to those who have fallen.
Hey, thanks.
You don't have to be. You don't have to be solemn. You just have to know that it
happened.
Yes.
And know that gun control isn't gonna make it any better.
No, it's not.
Because criminals aren't afraid to break the law, boys and girls.
Also, don't listen to that BS about there's been 18 school shootings this year. That comes from an anti-gun website that counts anything that involves a gun going off in a school, even if it's like most of them were.
Even if it's a pellet gun, even if it was a paintball gun or a pellet gun, they still count it as a school shooting.
Luke, let him
That's
finish.
not it either. A lot of them are like security officials accidentally firing their gun into the floor. Or an accidental mischarge, or one of them was a guy who drove into a school parking lot when the entire school was closed, nobody there, and tried to commit suicide. That was classified as a school shooting by website.
Yeah, I did see you share something about that on Facebook. Another statistic that fucking drives me nuts when they talk about is when they talk about how many mass shootings there were this year. If you notice, they all have a different number because mass shooting is not a defined term. It's not.
It is.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Technically, by the FBI, it's defined as an incident where 3 or more people are shot.
You see, but I've heard people say 4 or more. And that stat, it varies from country to country.
So they're not.
The main point.
So they're not using the technical definition. They're just saying, "Oh, we'll just say this. That way we can fit our narrative in and say it's a mass shooting."
Yeah, but it's one of those things where it varies country to country. Like infant mortality rates, it's not measured the same in America as it is in Japan. You know what I mean? But
Vietnam.
But anyways, what we were really trying to discuss here was the Second Amendment, right? And yeah. I think just a lot of people don't understand.
I can end this argument I can end this argument right now. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms. And this is where the whole thing, the argument lays, shall not be infringed.
So Logan,
but the problem is a lot of people don't understand natural law. All right, they don't understand our rights. They don't understand that our rights do not come from the government; they come from God.
There are
and they don't understand the reason the Second Amendment was put in.
You should put my tweet up just so it because that's something that a lot of people don't understand either. They think that it was made
for muskets.
Yeah, they think it was made for muskets, but there were things like the puckle gun, and duckfoot revolvers, and cannons and stuff like that.
There are all sorts of guns.
There was even I forget what it wasn't a puckle gun. It was some kind of air rifle, but that was fully automatic. You cranked a thing, and it built up air pressure, and it shot a lead pellet, and that was technically a machine gun. By all technicality, that was a fully automatic gun.
If you want to approach it like that, you could also bring up the First Amendment does not only apply to the printing press; it applies to the internet too. But people do not understand is they don't understand why the founding fathers, what they were doing when they organized the entire Bill of Rights, not just the Second Amendment, but this is also the First Amendment, and
the
everything.
3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th.
Yes, it is. If you read anything on the founding fathers at all, or even the Enlightenment for that matter, it is made very. It is made very clear that our rights, that they are God-given fundamental human rights, and and you don't have to be an atheist.
That do not come from government.
You don't have to be an atheist to believe this. You just have to accept that they are naturally endowed in you, that they do not come from the government. Why? Well, because if the government has the power to give them to you, it has the power to take them away. All right? It's very simple. And we could talk on and on about this, but on that point, this is something I wanted to talk about a little bit later in the way people are responding to the shooting. Is one of the things you'll see him say a lot that just drives me absolutely nuts.
Nobody deserves an AR-15.
They'll say
that's not what I was about to say, but sure.
And they'll say AR in AR-15 means assault rifle 15.
It means Armalite. It means Armalite after the company that made it in 1952. Then they sold their rights to manufacture it and sell it to Colt. And the U.S. military rejected any plans to actually use it in combat.
Because it's ineffective. It's a semi-automatic weapon. Why would they do that when they have fours? And SCAR, whatever they have.
You want to know what the dumbest thing I've seen someone say was? Is they this was after I think there was an instance where someone broke into a home. A family was there.
An AR-15 is unfair. Yes, unfair home defense.
Why can't you let me finish it?
Yeah, Luke, you're not letting us finish. Let us finish.
And
I'm very passionate about this.
He sounds angry. He sounds angry. Like he's not calm either. He's like yelling at us.
You need to eat Snickers.
You should mute him.
I do. In fact, I don't have a Snickers, but I have a Milky Ways in the fridge. I'll go get that. I'll be right back.
I have a couple Snickers in my cupboard if you want me to go grab them for you.
That doesn't do me any good damn service if they're all the way at your dad's house.
Okay.
All right. I have something to discuss.
Wait. We're talking about something, Josh. If it's relevant to the situation, Bring it up. But if it's
It is.
Okay, say it.
A certain classmate of ours that we discussed before the podcast posted something on Facebook about the school shooting, right?
Oh, Jesus Christ, what did he say?
She said she wishes that the person who shot up the school would have eaten a Snickers.
Who said this?
Oh my god. Okay.
Her initials are AR.
Oh my god.
Let's talk about gun laws now.
Wait.
And how
Nicholas Krauss should have had a Snickers.
Josh, shut up. This is gonna get us taken off. And Robbie yelled at me before we said.
Hey, I don't care if they try and take us off. Okay, that's not what I stand for. If they take me off,
Rookie
take us off, we're going somewhere. I'm not signing a damn contract with CRTV. However, I will find somewhere new if Google doesn't want to host our opinions. So far, Google's been very nice to us, as a matter of fact, which is very rare for. Yeah, but even since day one, when we only had like 3 podcasts and like 1 viewer, Google's always been very gracious to us. I think it is, like Robbie said, a large part to our size. But they've been very nice to me in dealing with them business wise. On a lot of things, Google has really good customer service. By the way, I need to make that very clear. But anyways,
Logan, did you sign the contract?
No.
Let's talk about gun law. How people think that the guy who shot up the school in Florida went out and bought himself, because he was 19, himself a rifle, which is something you can't do until you're not allowed to buy anything. Once you turn 18, you can buy a pistol of any caliber, except anything that shoots a 50 American Eagle or a 500, anything above like a 44 mag.
This
and
obviously
then you can buy shot.
State.
Yeah,
very state to state, but like nationally, because people order guns online and get them shipped to their local dealer, you can only buy a pistol of in that caliber range, and then you can buy a shotgun that is no higher than 20 gauge. And you can buy a 22 rifle, but you can buy a rifle at 16.
Can I bring some? Robbie, I agree 100%. Like, I've never felt anything more than I agreed upon, other than lesbian porn. Okay, so you know that I mean this when I say it.
I forgot Mason's even here.
So, I have a question. I dropped a picture down in the live chat Discord. Do you guys agree with that picture?
Yeah.
Let me see it. Yeah, I do, because like saying something's illegal that is not going. If somebody's intent on shooting up a school or any place, they're going to do it. They're not. It's not like they're going to see the sign and get scared out of their boots and then run away.
Yeah. By the way, because there's some people that are listening to audio only, what Luke sent, it's a picture that asks, which of these signs will prevent another tragedy? There's one sign that says all weapons are prohibited on these premises, which those signs are on, like our school. And the second sign says, it shows someone holding a rifle. It says, staff heavily armed and trained. Any attempt to harm children will be met with deadly force. Which, yes.
I mean, Israel did this with their first school shooting.
I do think.
And like they've only had two school shootings since, and each time the gunman was killed by an armed staff member.
Who was it?
I'm just saying. Israel did this. Yes,
if
Josh.
you ever go through with this, would you have every staff member be armed or only certain ones?
I wouldn't make it mandatory. I would give teachers the option and give teachers and staff the option to have a concealed carry on premises.
However, they don't do that. Then they have to carry both a taser and a pepper spray.
I couldn't see Mrs. Nota Berardino carrying a gun.
No, she would not.
I'm supposed to say any names.
We've talked about her before. She's a public figure.
She'd
we
probably
talked about her.
Who?
She'd probably carry a squirt gun.
Who?
Mr. Ghoulish
She'd carry pepper spray, Josh.
Mr. Ghoulish would carry a gun.
I feel like Mr. Ghoulish has a shotgun somewhere.
He says he has.
Mr. Ghoulish would bring the shot.
He says he has 30 guns at his home.
he has.
You
a gun
know he'd
somewhere
take
in-
our side in the argument as well. Like we all know. Or at least it wouldn't take much of debate to bring him onto our side. You know what I'm saying?
It certainly
Yeah.
won't.
Oh my god, I'm about to
Okay.
Mason, again, if you're gonna rage at your game and attribute nothing to the conversation, then either go to Taco Tortoise or leave. Or just
Sorry.
don't say anything at all.
I thought I muted my
Look at
mic. Look at that.
You need to go "Ooh," when you're raging at a game. Okay, yeah, okay.
Oh,
I thought I muted my mic. I'm sorry.
you're forgiven.
Hey, Logan.
Yes.
Can you can somebody send the picture that I shared on Facebook to
Yes, I will do
the
that.
live chat?
All right.
Because to get Discord on my phone, I had to delete the Facebook app, so I can't go get it.
Really?
But yeah,
How far
I think-
down is it? Oh, is it that AR? Oh, hold on.
yeah, the
Yeah, I
Mini
see it.
14. I got into
The
Facebook-
Ruger Mini 14 and the
Ruger Mini
AR
14.
15.
I shared a
Okay,
picture
yeah.
that was like it was a comparison between the Ruger Mini 14 and an AR.
Yeah,
15.
it's going. You should see it right now.
They're the same gun virtually, just with a
Except that
different
one
outfit.
looks scarier.
Yeah, one looks
Did
more
have
like
you
a
guys
military.
seen that Steven Crowder video where he had all these guns laid out on a table, and people who
That's
Yes, I brought that up earlier.
Did you?
Yes, like
I wasn't there,
around
obviously.
8:30.
But yeah,
You were
like,
there.
People
You said, "Yeah, I saw it."
people were like okay with like certain bullets, but like not the guns that fired them, and they were they were like weren't okay with certain bullets, but they were okay with the guns that fired them, and were okay with certain bullets, but weren't okay with those guns that fired them. Just people were just being retarded because they didn't know nothing about guns.
I forget what it's called, but I watch Demolition Ranch a lot because I'm a gun nut and he shoots strange guns at different things.
I watch Iraq Veteran 8888.
I watch all the gun channels. They're all so cool. But like, he got this one gun. It looks like a M4 variant, but it shoots a 45 ACP, and it's semi-automatic. I gotta.
By the way, I think some people don't even know what semi-automatic means. What it means is one pull of the trigger, one bullet, not one pull of the trigger and 3 bullets, not a million rounds a second or whatever the hell they say. One squeeze of the trigger.
That would be a lot of
bullet.
fun, though. That would be a lot of fun, though.
The only gun that I know that shoots 1,000 rounds a second is an MG42, and they made those in World War Germany. Logan, that's a really tiny. I zoom that.
I'm sorry, what, Robbie?
I'm looking at the. I just looked at the live stream.
Oh, do you think I need to zoom in on the image more? Wow, there we go.
Yes, I agree with Robbie. Well, let's take a look at the live chat right now. Vladimir Putin says they should make a sexy Ben Weevil costume for Halloween.
I'm not looking at the live chat out right now.
Ben Weevil is much more attractive. Sweaty feet are not attractive in my homeland. Chuck Latto said, "Lick my feet," and goes very sweaty. He said he likes his feet sweaty, not feces. I'm not saying that. Speaking of feet, any of you guys got a foot fetish? No. When did we bring up that?
We never did. The gun
Logan.
What?
Have fun looking at it.
I'm reading the live chat right now.
The gun that I was talking about was the CMMG MKG 45 ACP AR. That's what it says here on the Google image search. And I'll send a picture of it to live chat.
A sexy Putin costume. Oh my god.
I'd support.
Sexy Ben Weevil costume. Oh my god.
Guys, I really want to hurt myself after reading that comment. I'm just gonna be honest. I think I'm gonna go cut myself right now. I'll be back.
But this thing shoots 45 ACP, and people want to ban it, but they don't want to ban. They don't want to ban
grenade launcher.
No, they don't. Not that. They don't want to ban.
Those are already. Wait, no, they're not. Never mind.
Are you dumb? They don't
Yeah.
want to ban Springfield .6, which shoot a 30-06 round, which is about, I don't know the ratio, but it's massive compared to a 45 ATP, as gun nuts would know.
You know, it's
But,
something
like,
that
Everybody should just be forced to shoot rubber bullets.
rubber
That's the
bullets
stupidest
are-
thing I've
mouth.
ever heard. Shut your mouth.
I know you're
Do you know-
joking, but Luke probably does.
Do you know how big rubber bullets
Yeah,
are, though?
Mason Baker is a
I don't
neo-lib.
take such stupid comments as jokes, but as things that must be made fun of.
Okay, Josh, stop using the fake Logan Ramsey account.
What are you talking about?
What did he say?
Hey guys, hope you're enjoying the podcast so far.
Jesus.
We've lost the viewer to that. Okay, thank you, Logan, for saying that.
Anyways,
I
something
had-
that what I'm trying to say.
You guys want to get
is-
wasted tonight? I would love to, Logan. I would love to
God,
get
it's
wasted
It's
tonight.
not me. By the way, Lamar Davis needs to stop calling me out on Twitter for stuff I didn't even do.
What?
What did I call you out for?
You called me drunk.
See, he just admitted that he's Lamar Davis. He just admitted it.
Yeah, we knew he was Lamar Davis. It's literally his name.
Yeah.
Just
look
making
at my-
that point very
look at my
clear to somebody who skips a lot of the boring. I got some great goose stored away. Logan, I'm coming over to your house right now.
Look at my Discord username. I am Lamar Davis.
How did you? Everyone knew you were Lamar Davis. Anyways,
It's like that stupid Hillary Clinton thing, like like, okay, did Logan actually, or whoever got that people from that Hillary Clinton love show,
No.
actually come on?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh yeah. It wasn't fake.
It's real.
No, it's not,
Actually,
John.
Hillary Clinton.
It's actually.
I just like to try and bring the conversation back.
That's what I was trying to. Okay, one thing I was trying to say is, I think the left.
You're an
needs-
ass,
needs
Henry.
to be a lot more honest on what they're trying to do, right? They're all the time they're saying, "Oh, we only want to get rid of the assault rifles, the ARs, you know, the big scary ones, the ones that actually kill people. We're fine.
They
with
can
you
all
having handguns."
kill people.
But the logic is very inconsistent, because if you're only concerned about those guns that are killing people, well, handguns are used way more often in violent crimes than assault rifles.
Logan
or
Ramsey has
AR-15s.
just stated that his GPA is much lower than Michael Campbell's, as well as his IQ level is.
Luke, shut up. We're trying to
Yes, sir.
stay away from autistic shit.
Okay, I'll delete those. Actually, no, never mind. That would be hypocritical.
It would be. But let's continue talking about the topic.
I just put you in timeout. Anyways, anyways, like I was trying to say is, well, if you are only trying to get rid of the ones that are being used violently, then you do want to get rid of handguns.
Get rid of handguns.
Yeah. Just
Yes,
be
because aren't they
honest.
70% of like
Just be
homicides
honest.
or gun crime? Like I saw a statistic where they were 70%.
Well, another thing is with those statistics, they talk about gun deaths. Yeah, but how many of those are
But this
also,
was like from a
suicide
gun website
and
as well.
gang-related violence? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
50% of the gun deaths in America are suicide. That's something that
I thought it's
never
2/3, or is it 1/3?
I thought it was 50.
I'm
Because, you know,
I'm pretty sure it's
87% of
2/3.
statistics are made up. on
Because
the spot.
last year, like either in 2015 or 2016, 33,000 people died, but there was only, well, like 2/3 of those were actually suicide instead of like homicide.
Hey, thanks, Chuck.
Yeah. It's a,
Chuck said I was a very bright student.
but let's talk about the fact that the Second Amendment was made so that way the average American citizen can have the same weaponry and
As the
munitions
military.
that the military.
Yeah, I was correct.
Okay.
It's 2/3. And yes, you both are right. So that way we can, if let's say the government ever becomes tyrannical, we can, bust some shit up and get back how things are supposed to be running.
It's so that we can dismantle tyranny and rebuild it in not tyranny.
Freaking
Like, here are the statistics right now. 33,000 gun-related deaths per year. Nearly 2/3 of that numbers are suicide. There are 12,000 homicides each year, and nearly 1,000 of those are accidents. 1,000 are gang-related. So we have 10,000 homicides, like one-on-one, I suppose. You know what I mean, per year.
How many do you wanna bet
5,600 of those are
happen in
committed with
Detroit?
handguns. 250 are committed with rifles. 260 are committed with shotguns. 100 are, quote, other guns, unquote. And 2,000 are type not stated.
That's helpful.
Yes, it really is.
How much do you want to bet that most of those are happen in like Detroit and places where it's expressly illegal to own a firearm?
California.
The places with the strictest gun laws have also the most gun crime. Look at Chicago.
I love how they say there's been.
City.
You know how Australia is like there's 26 million people and they're like one death or one homicide out of 100,000 people?
Sure.
Yeah.
If you take up like some of the most gun or the states with the most civilian gun ownership and get that number to 26 million, there are about 2 homicides per 100,000. Just saying.
Even at the mass shooting stage, using whatever definition you want, Australia may have, I don't know the correct statistics for the past 10 years, but in the past 20 years, Switzerland? No, it's Sweden. Is it Switzerland or Sweden?
Sweden, probably. It's probably Sweden.
Well, whichever one... No, whichever one...
The gun?
The one whose government encourages every citizen to own a
Switzerland, it's Switzerland.
Yeah.
It's Switzerland.
Switzerland has had 2 mass shootings in the last 20 years. Whereas in the past 10 years, Australia has had 1.
Again, though, I would just like to further say that it also depends on how you label those statistics. But I do believe what you're saying.
Well, in
that
Sweden,
the more guns in law-abiding citizens' hands, the less the overall gun crime. I agree with that point, but on the numbers themselves, I think that just is something that needs to be addressed.
I think the one in Switzerland, both of them were like 9 people killed.
Really? All right.
I'm pretty sure it's even across the board. I don't remember the exact statistic. Close enough.
But something that I don't know if I brought this up to you yet, Robbie, but I brought it up to everyone else. Is whenever there's some sort of tragedy like this, do you ever notice how they sort of use it to demean Christianity?
Yeah, they do. Like the thing that was posted on Edge of Your Memes the other day, where it was like white Christian, homophobic, Hispanic, white nationalist.
Not even talking about that.
Didn't they just like bash Pence, but then they humiliated, or like no, they bashed Pence but praised Oprah for saying that I'm not going to be run for president because God told me it was not time yet. But she gets assigned.
Wait, guys, hold on. I have a question.
What?
Okay, Mason, say your question before you continue.
They got deleted.
I timed them out.
It's a restraint of free speech.
Yeah, Logan, stop that. Otherwise, I'll make
What did Logan say they got deleted?
Because he timed them out. He timed the account out for 300 seconds.
Logan, why would you time yourself out?
Hey, I'm allowed to do it.
His message is deleted.
He didn't delete them. They'll come back as soon as the timeout ends.
He admitted to having a lower IQ than Michael.
And GPA.
I do not. Anyways.
What else did he say?
Guys, stop getting distracted.
Just trying to make a fucking point.
I gotta have some relevant conversation.
Not really. That wasn't really relevant.
Anyways,
but like,
what I was trying to say is, you see how they put up the things like, your thoughts and prayers are useless, but you know what's not useless? Government legislation,
banning all
intervention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not really.
Like they're saying that prayer and God is not the answer. Government is.
Yeah, that's like, I don't like to label talk as dangerous, but that's pretty dangerous.
I'm pretty sure removing the words retard and gullible are out of the Webster's dictionary as well.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I didn't even know what I said was that funny. I didn't see the joke.
Hey, Luke.
Yes.
Hey, Luke.
Yeah.
Look at your ceiling. It says gullible on it.
Josh, that makes no sense. Why would I look at my ceiling?
Because it says gullible on it.
I highly doubt that I have put no stickers
Oh my
on my
God.
ceiling in the past 10 years.
Luke, look at your ceiling. It says gullible on it.
No, it does not, Josh.
Did you look?
No, I'm not gullible. That's why.
Look.
Josh, I'm not looking at my ceiling.
God, my sides
Look, it
hurt.
says gullible.
Did that? It's worked for this long. Oh my god.
Should we break it to him?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Luke, they did not remove gullible from the dictionary.
Nobody decides to tell me. Nobody decides to tell me.
Okay, we need to catch the listener up to speed. A couple weeks ago, me and Robbie were talking about how Luke is super gullible. So Robbie says, let's go and tell him that gullible
I should have gotten the dictionary. I really should have checked it.
So Robbie says, let's go tell him that.
No, you shouldn't have.
Robbie
That would have
says,
made it
let's
worse.
go tell him that gullible isn't in the dictionary. And so he did. And Luke, like literally every other day, Luke will bring it up. Like it's
No,
so
I
funny.
wouldn't. I brought it up like 3 times, twice a day. No.
This is how it first went down. I was like, Luke, what's really bad? They took gullible out of the dictionary, and he said no. And I thought, oh damn it, he caught on to it. So then me and Logan are standing in the cafeteria talking, and he comes back with his phone, and he's like, which dictionary took it out?
Nobody decides to tell me this.
It was way funnier.
I really should have gotten that dictionary. I really should have actually had Caleb bring it in. That way I could have. Oh my god. Well,
were gonna have
at
Caleb
least I was
bring it in.
able to make you guys laugh. Okay.
Luke, we were gonna have Caleb bring it in, and then we were gonna tape your picture over the definition of gullible.
Yeah, but we just kept forgetting to do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remember payback's a bitch, so watch out.
What are you gonna do? Tell us gullible's not in the dictionary?
Was not removed from the dictionary. You can't get us with that one.
Oh my god. That is hilarious. That is hilarious.
Logan, just watch out. Okay, just watch out. Okay.
Alright.
I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna get you both back for doing that. Okay. Just
He's
so
gonna
you
send
know.
a Binweevil army to attack you.
Vladimir's coming.
Oh my god. That is the funniest. That is amazing. That is fantastic. Oh my god. What were our other watch your back?
Well, I was gonna bring up the case for a pregnant male emoji article.
Alright, Luke, bring up the pregnant male emoji.
Okay. I'm gonna kill myself tonight. No, I'm gonna kill myself after I get you guys back. Okay.
I'm gonna send in a definition to Urban Dictionary, and boy, you know what the word is.
And I know what the picture is that's gonna go along with it as
It's
well.
gonna be his Twitter profile picture.
Dictionary.
You can't put pictures in Urban Dictionary, Luke.
That's what I
Yeah,
said.
You can put GIFs. I've seen GIFs in there. Okay. Okay, Logan, somebody else talk about their topics. I have to get the planning right now, okay?
Okay. Something must have happened.
I already discussed
State
all
of the
my
Union.
topics, but go ahead, Rob.
The State of the Union. Have you guys discussed the State of the Union?
No, we didn't do a podcast
No.
after the State of the Union address.
Let's talk about the current economic state of the average bin weasel.
I'm gonna.
The Dosh
Let's
market's
talk about the
down.
backstory. The
Market is
backstory
lower than
behind
ever.
Mason's profile picture on Discord.
Oh, that picture of Michael, or
Yes, let's talk about the backstory.
or one of the orangutan pictures.
Oh my god.
Dude, those orangutans are hilarious. Okay, so if you want to know about here, where is that like one of those pictures of Michael and Elmo, so I can put it on screen.
The picture of Steve Elias on.
Josh.
What?
That picture of
I don't have the Michael Elmo picture.
Yeah, I'm looking for it because I want to put it on the screen.
I do have the
I have it,
Mason in
probably.
a duffel picture though.
Oh, here it is. It's on the screen right now.
that picture of me on there, please.
Anyways, so what happened was in a group chat with I think like 4 or 5 people, I was pretty bored, and I remember one time on Keemstar's Twitter, he tweeted that he was bored and he's wrote "entertain me," and so whenever I'm bored, that's what I do is I just put in the group chat, "I'm bored, entertain me." And then one of our friends, Cole, he sent this picture of Michael, and he said, "I present you with entertainment." So we all just kept sending this picture back and forth, back and forth. Michael obviously was upset with us. He's defending himself like, "Guys, I was just trying out some Thanksgiving features. I was really tired. I was trying to send out."
And a week later, he blocked me.
He blocked Luke shortly. He blocked Luke like that day.
No, he didn't. Wait, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah, he blocked me that day.
Right.
Remember that one picture of Michael on Edgy?
Snout.
What about Iron Snout?
Caleb is currently
Oh my
playing
god,
it.
he's playing Iron Snout. Jesus.
What is Iron
It
Snout?
is the worst game ever on Steam.
No, it's not.
Okay, yeah, it's not
What the worst game on Steam is?
What's the worst game on Steam?
That pickle thing that PewDiePie played that one time. That's the only way I know it. Call me gay, but like,
Yeah,
I watched it.
You watched PewDiePie?
yeah, because
For the memes, bro.
meme review.
Anyways, whatever happened to that pregnant male emoji? That was really interesting.
Okay, fine. Okay, in 2016, the Unicode Technical Committee, blah, 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 that the body that says what emojis get added to the, emojis list that you can choose from. Basically, they want a non-female pregnant emoji that was introduced in 2015. And it had, my favorite part is how they already have different skin tones for it, which is personally my, I want to kill myself right now.
What?
The solution,
Heck.
That's not the answer, Luke. Please don't.
Luke, if you need to talk to anyone, we're your friends. We're here for you, okay?
you're not making me feel better, Logan. I hope you know that. Okay, they gendered it, blah, blah, blah. Basically, they've rejected the not the fucking standard, the pregnant male emoji, which I still have trouble saying. They've rejected it for now, but don't be surprised if you see an update for either Android or iOS, and you'll notice a new emoji that has the face of a man with a pregnant belly
That is
shape on it.
ironic.
Looking forward to that.
Mason, shut up.
Men
I'm gonna
cannot
use the
get
hell out of
pregnant.
Obviously.
And yeah,
Mason, shut up.
Luke, Mason's not being serious. It's super obvious. What's just
I don't care.
James?
Yeah, and you think I really cared that That's all he says is blah 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 blah. Like every time it gets annoying. Just after a little bit, just after him doing it maybe 2 or 3 times.
Look what Robbie put in the live chat, dude. You're not gonna believe it.
Robbie, I know what he put.
Dude, you're not gonna believe it.
Wait, what was it?
He said, dude, he wrote, they took retard out of the dictionary. Bro.
Say that. I don't see that.
Bro.
I've chat.
James Robert Hogan put it in the live chat. The live stream.
Oh, the YouTube chat. They took...
Okay.
But yeah, well, anyways, men can...
Stop putting pictures in the fucking...
Jeez. Mason, you're justifying that picture he sent.
No, I'm not. Stop.
You guys want to see a picture of my...
Look at that picture.
I want to put this picture of my triggered stepdad on the screen.
Do it.
What a bird. Oh my god, the picture of Bert and Caleb.
What is Bert dressed as? What?
Where's Waldo? Alright, yeah, I'll put this. I'll put this.
Oh my! Something about that picture is just the funniest thing ever.
It's Caleb dressed up as a chicken.
Yeah,
He's like
Robbie, I have something to share with you on Twitter, okay? Logan, I'll share it to you second, alright?
Put it in the Free Speech or Bust group chat.
Well, it's too late for that.
Let's talk about Elon Musk putting a car in space and it's too bourgeois.
Using government-funded money.
It was with government-funded money? Why does the government need to put money to it? That's not true, isn't Elon? I thought Elon Musk's whole thing was that he was private sector.
He is.
Really not.
SpaceX is. That's the first private sector thing that's been put into space.
So why did Luke just lie?
Well, I don't know. I'm not the one. I'm just repeating what Crowder said. Maybe we go bitch on him. And I did look it up. Space. Here, I'll look this up.
Luke,
what is this picture?
Why are we questioning Luke's ethics when he's the one who believed that they took gullible and retard out of the dictionary?
That's not necessarily my ethics, though.
But, like,
Elon Musk growing empires fueled by $4.9 billion in government subsidies.
That's subsidies, though.
Yeah, dude,
that's like government contract shit.
Yeah, but it's still. I thought their whole thing was that they were completely private sector. I didn't know they took government money. That changes it.
No, they do. They get government funding because they're an eco-friendly thing. That's only through the cars. So it is his money. The government.
Robbie, check your Twitter.
Okay. But the government just paid
what even
him
is that? It's literally something that said like, "Why are chickens or?"
We don't have chickens. I just wanted to show you something that Caleb sends to me as streaks.
Uninstall Snapchat, Luke.
I hate Snapchat so much.
Yes, we all know you whine about it like once a month. So, Robbie, did you see what I sent?
Yeah, I did. Once I found out about the new update thing, I sent Logan a bunch of stuff and he asked me if I was high or something.
I did ask him if he was high. Because he was sending me just the most retarded stuff in the world.
I sent him...
Like, my only logical conclusion was that Robbie was high.
I sent him Praise Kekken lime green Comic Sans.
Good. Having more political conversations.
Dude, we did not prepare for this at all.
We didn't.
I thought we did.
Soda Dungeon.
Hit up Owen Benjamin on Twitter and see if he wants to come on tonight.
Dude,
I highly doubt it.
Let me... I don't know. I'm not going to show my DMs on stream, but I'm going to... Even though I think I accidentally already did. But let me go look at my DM with Owen Benjamin. Yeah. When I first asked him if he was in, he said Owen Benjamin said he was in, and then I sent him a couple messages since I have not gotten a response. I don't know if it's the best idea to say on air that I was talking with Owen Benjamin, but who cares?
Who are you talking with?
Owen Benjamin. He's a
Who's that?
comedian. He's been on like Louder with Crowder and Joe Rogan and stuff like that. He's pretty funny.
You should get a Robin Williams on the podcast.
Gosh.
Too soon.
Sure, let's go
Oh my
grave
God.
and do some EVPs.
EVPs. Or use one of those like white noise machines.
Let's get Nicolas Cage on the podcast, guys.
Nicholas Cruz.
Nicholas Cruz, let's get him on the podcast.
We need to tell him to eat a Snickers.
Oh my! I can't believe she said that he needed to have eaten a Snickers. That is hilarious.
Wait, who said that again? I forgot.
Initials are AR.
Oh yeah.
That is absolutely nuts. That's super funny.
That's something I would say.
What do you guys think? What do you guys? That is something you say. There was this kid in, I think, South Carolina, but he put a picture of him holding a gun on Snapchat, and he said Florida round 2, and now he's being like charged with some like threatening or something. What do you guys think about kids who like joke about it and now are getting like in trouble? Like, what is your opinion on that?
I think they're idiots. You should know better than to like post. Yeah, like okay, if you're getting punished for something right now, you deserve it for being that stupid.
That's something we should post.
If
We just wait like 10 years, like with Columbine, and say like Columbine round 2.
If you're making don't make school shooting jokes because that's like something serious. Like
they can charge you with that for like threatening.
Yeah, well, I don't think there's anything wrong with joking about it per se, but the problem.
But putting it out in public
is when you if you say something that can be received as a threat.
Like you saying you didn't care if somebody called in a bomb threat at our school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's not me threatening. I'm not saying that's.
But like you take that to the next step up.
That's like,
you know what I mean.
That's at least like 5 ladder rungs away from threatening.
Like I'm not against making jokes. Like I'm not against making jokes. Like if it's fair game, that's how it goes, you know. But like you also have to not be stupid about it too. Like making school shooting jokes right after big school shooting is a dumb thing. Like our good friend who made the hit list of favorite school,
which I have no problem with, but one person on that list being on the list.
I'm not going to confirm or deny agreement there, but
yeah, me neither.
Like,
wait,
he got upset at me because with all the Kings coming up this year, and you got to.
Mr. Riley or whoever took away your jazz band's funding to go for new cabinets.
Yeah,
because he's a hard ass.
He hasn't done that yet, but he threatened. If he does, then I'm gonna be. But like, Bert wanted to be in. And
come on, just say his name. We've already mentioned it. I doubt he'd care.
He's gonna be on the podcast.
Bert wanted to be in a room that I also wanted to be in because the only 3 people that I really know in the band were in it. So I signed up for it, and then Bert got super mad at me, and he was like, "Well, I deserve it because I got suspended after I paid for a whole trip," and I told him that.
Look in the live chat on Discord.
Hey, what's going on?
Yes.
Oh.
Then that's a good thing.
Bert's
that one's a good one.
On his list. Yeah, I know. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, me neither.
But like, he got what he deserved. He was a stupid, and he told the wrong that person. He didn't necessarily deserve it. You know what I'm trying to say.
He should have known that there was been consequences if he told the wrong person. He should have known.
What's bullshit is us getting in trouble. Is me and Robbie and Tad getting in trouble for the damn memes.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Did you guys actually get in trouble?
Me getting in trouble. You guys.
Wednesday school. Me and Tad just got a stern talking to.
You guys didn't get in trouble. You guys just pulled down to the office.
That's hilarious, Robbie. I'm sorry, that's hilarious.
It was super badass because like me, Tad, and Robbie in the room, Miss Keener's talking to us about our memes. It was so funny.
And she said memes too.
Dude, I had a hold in my laughter when she said meme.
So who made the memes?
That what she said?
I got called down and it's like, what's going on, fellas?
Well,
wait, why can't she punish you for doing that? Though?
We've discussed this exact story when Robbie was on Free Speech Request the first time, but I think I know I was the first one there, but then were you the second one there, Robbie?
Yeah, I was the second one there, and I walked in and I was so confused. Why I get called down to the office, and then I turned the corner and Logan's right there.
Yeah, I just sort of looked at Robbie like, "Hey, I'm sorry."
You look so pitiful because you were kind of slouched over.
Yeah, I was not happy.
Told about the meme.
I was like,
you guys know who told?
Bert's sister. Bert's sister.
Why would she do that?
I don't because she saw the meme. Well, she didn't tell. She saw the meme. Her and Bert thought it was funny, but
she
sister
didn't think it was funny.
She
wanted whoever made it to get in trouble. Bert told me that.
Really? That's not what Annie told me. Or
Annie's a liar.
I already said her name. But she told me she was cool with it. But she told me that she showed her mom, and that the mom is the one who called and got us in trouble. Which is retarded.
I like. Logan, we've met. Mom.
I know. Yeah, me and you have met the mom, but we got in trouble for making a joke about someone who got in trouble for making a joke. We didn't do anything wrong.
There are worse things to get in trouble for.
Like vaping in the bathroom and posting pictures on social media.
Wait. What happened, Lamar?
So,
or Josh?
Me and a few other guys in working family in 8th grade were getting pretty mad at Mason, right?
Yeah.
And we said he had a bald spot. We called him Goldilocks. Mason got mad and cussed us out, and we all got sent down to the office because Mr. R got mad at us. So Mrs. Gomez gave us all Wednesday schools for bullying Mason.
That's hilarious.
Like Fabian got 2 Wednesday schools, and I only got 1.
I like how I got a Wednesday school when a certain whore took my phone and smashed it against the concrete floor. Yes, the whore of Babylon. Robbie probably knows what that is. Like, actually knows what that is and not the reference.
What's that?
I think I do.
I'll put this person's name in the Discord live chat again.
But, like, I shouldn't have been gotten in trouble because we did it off of school property.
Exactly.
Was that this year or last year?
It was like early sophomore year for me. But dude, yeah, what did we even do wrong? We made we off of school property made a joke about someone making a joke.
That could scare people.
That could hurt somebody's feelings.
Good.
So this is off top.
Say that again, Robbie.
Do any of you guys get like awful heartburn? Oh boy.
Occasionally, I'll get like I don't know. I'll feel something, or Josh gets real serious heart problems, but
I thought they were chest pain.
Pray for Josh.
Pray for Josh.
What?
But like,
Robbie
there was a
asked,
point.
What did you say?
Robbie asked if any of us ever got heartburn. I said, not really, but Josh has some real serious heart problems.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
There
it's
was
all
this
a
point-
meme, Josh.
There was this point over the summer where like every meal I ate, I got super bad heartburn, and it was miserable.
Really?
I went to a doctor, and he was like, "Yeah,
Oh
you
my god. Logan.
What?
I think I'm having a heart attack, Logan.
Josh, I'll be right
don't
there.
make jokes that could scare people."
Have any of you guys?
Okay, who just said that? I
Robbie,
want
it
to
was
know
Robbie,
who
it
actually
was
just
Robbie,
said
It was Robbie. Have any of you guys ever got burning mouth syndrome?
No.
I had that once before.
No.
Um,
Yes, I know the story you told me while I came over your house
Luke,
on
Luke,
one Saturday night.
enlighten us. Tell the story then, if you know all about it.
Okay. Like, we were just talking about, like, the effects of drinking alcohol heavily other than, the hangover. And you're like, I don't know, but I heard my great uncle Dan one time.
I don't have a great uncle.
He was telling me that story of how he drank a whole keg of Bud Light back in the 70s.
Luke, this story is a lie. I never told
What
that.
a
This is
man.
not, I don't even have a great uncle named Dan. What are you talking about?
Okay, wait, you want me to tell you the real story?
No, tell the truth. You're making something up right now. What Luke's saying is totally false. He just is making it up.
Why are you making up a story, Luke?
Just tell the real story.
Wait, you actually want me to tell the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you now, the full truth, or just half the
No.
truth?
Okay, we were talking about burning mouth syndrome. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was getting to that, but you cut me off.
Okay, to make the record perfectly clear.
Was that whole story like completely fake?
Yes, I
Was
don't
it the
even
whole
have a
thing?
great uncle named Dan.
And nobody drank a keg of Bud Light in the 70s.
No.
No,
Not to my knowledge.
no.
It was just a bunch of random
You
friends.
guys told me, Gallagher.
Guys, Logan killed JFK.
Okay, Luke, tell the real story then.
Okay, we were sitting on what? Logan, what's that one? It's like that patio area where everybody goes to get ready for work, like your mom and not your mom, but your stepmom and dad. What do you actually call that? Just a patio?
It's first of all, it's inside, so it's not a patio.
Oh my god, Luke.
Luke's just over here butchering this story.
Logan, just tell the story yourself.
Pretty funny.
It's just, I don't know. It's just like it's like a breakfast area, I guess.
Well,
Luke's
I
gonna
had
be
no
like,
other word
"So,
for
me
it.
and Logan were venturing through the mountains of Russia.
We were
Wow.
venturing through the mountains of the Himalayas.
This one time in Berlin.
Okay, so burning mouth syndrome is
It's what you get after you drink heavily, basically, right?
and eat spicy foods.
See, that makes sense, Luke. You could have just said
You
that.
could have just said the truth.
But he told me to tell the story, not what it was, and I okay, I don't know if he wants me to tell the exact story.
I was
So I'll
about,
just make one up.
no. 'Cause
Patio.
I was I was about to talk about burning mouth syndrome, and Luke goes, "Oh, I know that story." I was like, "Oh, okay, if you then tell it." And he just starts making.
I was gonna tell the story of when you told me what it was. I thought that was what you were referring to.
Tell the story of when I told you what it was.
Okay, we had that. Okay, we were both sitting around 9 o'clock after we had some good Hawaiian punch with us. We were just drinking, we were actually having a deep conversation about your stepdad. That time you tried to kill yourself by holding a bag over your head.
First of all, I never.
Which I
That never
guess.
happened.
That's what you said, Logan. That's what you told me,
I didn't-
Logan.
okay,
you
okay.
said that word.
Wait, stop. Okay, stop. Because what Luke just said is half true. This is not something I ever wanted to discuss, but whatever. I guess I have to now. There was a time when
You don't have to tell the whole truth, Logan. You don't have to tell the whole truth. Remember that. You can leave some of it out.
Such an instance did not involve a plastic bag, and then involved a homemade noose, not a plastic bag, Luke.
Now, why'd you tell me a plastic bag?
I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Luke is
You did.
hallucinating.
No, if anybody was worse off than me, it was Logan after what he did to the bathroom.
Like the time Logan and Luke changed.
That never happened either. Luke, why are you such a
Luke, why are you
liar?
making stuff up?
Logan, did you not redecorate the bathroom?
No, I did not redecorate the bathroom.
Luke's like, hey guys, remember that one time we killed Martin Luther King?
I did not redecorate my bathroom.
Logan, I'm using it as an analogy. You know what I mean.
Oh my God.
You guys remember when Mason got a mohawk?
Logan, referring to redecorating your bathroom, you mean that one time where you threw up all over the wall as the bathroom curtain and missed the toilet?
What?
Okay. Okay. I did not throw.
Cool. It was on the walls. It was on the floor. It was everywhere but the toilet.
Because the toilet was full with someone else's poop, and it splashed onto the wall. Okay.
Should have flushed.
What?
I was not thinking
happening?
straight. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay, we'll tell you the full story after we end the live stream because I don't want to put that out there.
What's the full story?
After the live stream.
Luke,
No,
just go for it.
Who cares? Go
Luke,
No.
go for it.
Go for it.
Hold on, I need to look up the statute of limitations.
What?
Was Logan doing?
Luke, what are you talking about?
You guys don't know what the statute of limitations is?
Luke is the new Caleb Carver.
I'm the one who's actually saying stuff that's somewhat making sense and referring to stuff as analogies because I don't want to say it.
75% of what you're saying is false.
Luke, what does this podcast have, like, strict guidelines or something?
No.
What do you mean the statute of limitations?
That's what I said.
Was there a
You don't know what that is?
Yeah, I do. It doesn't make any sense.
A statute.
Yeah,
Oh my
okay.
god.
Oh my God, Luke.
You don't know what it is. That doesn't make sense to any of you, me bringing that up.
I understand where Luke's coming from. Okay, he's just the way he's presenting himself, and the fact that 75% of what he's saying, it's not even like he's lying. It's just straight up like made him things that never even happened.
They will happen, I guarantee you. That's my goal before I'm
I
18 is
never
to make
had a
everything.
great Uncle Dan.
Okay, besides the great Uncle
No, by the
Dan,
time you're 18.
okay.
Well, Logan, you're gonna get one.
Yeah, Logan, you're gonna get one. Trust me. I don't know how, but I will make you get a great Uncle Dan somehow.
Danny
And maybe
Hager's gonna marry
great
your great
step
aunt.
Uncle Dan. I will get here. Logan, what's your feelings upon Danny Giacopelli?
I do not want Dan Giacopelli to be my great uncle.
Okay, Daniel Hager.
Sure,
Go
Daniel
look-
Hager
hold
can be
on.
my great uncle. Why not?
Go look at what I just put in the YouTube comments.
To be honest, I would actually prefer that compared to what I went through tonight.
Logan and Luke
And, like,
Holocaust with Logan's great uncle Dan.
Breaking news.
Jesus Criminy. So anyways, look, were you trying to make a point?
Yes, I was. I was making the point of how you did not understand of where I was coming from by saying that I have to look up the statute of limitations.
Just say your final piece.
My final piece is fuck you, payback's a bitch to you and Robbie, watch out.
Okay. Okay.
Luke, it's not our fault you're gullible.
It's not my fault. I believe you guys after not looking something up.
It is entirely your fault.
Well, Caleb, it's not my fault. Caleb didn't actually bring in the dictionary, and you guys didn't got to be able to do the whatever.
Luke, all
you guys
it
are
took
gonna
was a
pay.
Google search or common
Luke.
sense.
Luke, we hit you with the oldest trick in the book.
Seriously, that joke is
That's
so
not
old.
the old.
Hey, look up. Hey, did you know they took gullible out of the dictionary? No, really? Yeah, look it up. That's.
Luke, have you
You
looked
guys
at the
are
sea
gonna
lion
pay.
yet?
Trust me. By the end of the year, you're gonna have
But
bruises.
that's almost as bad as like pointing somewhere and say, "Hey, look, a purple elephant," and then you look and you say, "Haha, made you look." Like that's how old that joke is, Luke.
I've never heard that joke before.
It's an example.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Hey, here I'm gonna put something in the live chat. Luke, can I say this? Let me know if I can say this or not, because I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Oh, just keep in mind, payback.
Logan, I don't even know what that last word is.
Geriatric means relating to old people, especially with regard to their healthcare.
Well, I mean, she is
My
52
point
after
was,
all.
whenever there's like a geriatric birth, the kid usually ends up with some form of autism. So my joke was that.
Logan, what are you trying to say?
Okay, Luke, how
Say something
old is your older brother again?
Which one?
How old is your oldest sibling?
I don't know. I've never met
Okay,
them.
well, the one that you know.
I don't know. I haven't seen them in 10 years.
But like they're old, right? Like they're like well beyond being an adult and everything like that, right?
Well, I mean, they don't act like a. I mean, I act more like an adult.
Okay, how old was your mom when she gave birth to you?
Like 35.
Yes. So my joke was based upon the premise that your mom was in the geriatric ward when you were born, and it all makes sense because you have autism.
This coming from the dude who jacked off with Colgate toothpaste.
Oh my gosh, I was telling, I was talking to Justin the other day, and I like talked about how Mr. Jones called me Colgate. And he was like, "Why did he call you that?" Like he didn't understand that. Like he had never heard the story before, which was super surprising.
How does Mr. Jones story?
Because like Adam Pluta calls me that in class.
Oh my god, guys. Taco Tortoise just posted something in the chat.
Caleb just wrote, "Excellent."
Guys, don't give him attention. Do not. Let's go back.
Okay. Yeah, actually, Luke, in algebra, I did take a autism test. It came out I have little to no autistic traits.
What test? Here, I will. I will take this
I took online. I don't remember which one it was. I need to make this announcement, and then I think we can go. We'll probably do an after show or something. But me, Luke, and Robbie are all going to take IQ tests and make them public.
Well, we remember we have to make sure they're.
If not, I might just pay for them all.
As soon as this is over, if you guys do an after show, just keep going without me because I gotta go.
All right, that's fine.
I'll be back. Don't end it until I get back up. Play like Left 4 Dead or something.
All right. So for now, I think I'm gonna end this, and then later on tonight we might.
Good night, everybody.
We might go live
or
with
good day or whatever.
2 or something. All right. I like you more than a friend.